Have you ever felt completely alone? Like you're walking through the toughest times of your life, with no one by your side? It's a heavy feeling, one that can make even the brightest days seem dark. There's a story, a beautiful and timeless poem, that speaks directly to this feeling. It's called Footprints in the Sand, and it has brought comfort and hope to millions. Today I want to share this story with you, not just as a poem, but as a lens through which we can see our own lives and find incredible strength. The story begins with a person dreaming. In his dream they are walking along a beach with the Lord. Across the dark sky, scenes from their life flash by. For each scene, they notice two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to them and the other to the Lord. This is a beautiful image, isn't it? The idea that throughout our entire life's journey, through every joy and every milestone, God is walking right there with us. It's a picture of constant companionship and unwavering support. We see the good times, the laughter, the successes, and in each of those moments, there are two sets of footprints, a perfect testament to a shared journey. But then, the dream takes a turn. As the last scene of their life flashes before them, the person looks back at the footprints in the sand, and they notice something deeply troubling. They see that many times along the path of their life, especially at the very lowest and saddest times, there is only one set of footprints. Think about that for a moment. The moments of immense grief, of heartbreaking loss, of overwhelming fear, and doubt, the very times they felt most desperate and alone. The path shows only a single trail. This discovery confuses and saddens the person in the dream. Naturally, they question the Lord about it. They say, "Lord, you said once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the saddest and most troublesome times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why, when I needed you the most, you would leave me." It's a question born from a place of hurt and confusion. A question many of us have asked in our own hearts during our darkest hours. Where are you, God, when I'm falling apart? Why do I feel so abandoned when I need your presence more than ever? This is the moment the story pivots from a tale of confusion to a profound revelation of faith. The Lord's reply is gentle, loving, and powerful. He whispers, "My precious child, I love you and will never leave you. Never, ever, during your trials and testings. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you." Let that sink in. The moments we feel the most alone, the times the struggle seems too heavy to bear, are not the moments we are abandoned. They are the moments we are being carried. The single set of footprints wasn't ours. It was His. He was carrying us through the storm, bearing our weight when we had no strength left to stand. This simple yet profound message changes everything. It reframes our entire understanding of suffering and struggle. It suggests that our perception of being alone is just that, a perception, not the reality. The reality is that divine strength kicks in precisely when our own strength fails, when the path is too rocky, the waves too high, or the sorrow too deep for us to walk. We are lifted up. This isn't about faith making problems disappear. It's about faith giving us the strength to get through them, even when we don't realize where that strength is coming from. It's a promise of presence in the midst of absence, of support in the face of despair. So, how can we apply this powerful lesson to our own lives? First, we need to learn to recognize when we are being carried. In the midst of a crisis, it's easy to focus only on the pain and the feeling of isolation. But I encourage you, look for the signs of grace. Maybe it's a friend who calls at just the right moment, a stranger's unexpected kindness, or a sudden, unexplainable feeling of peace that settles over you, even for a fleeting second. These can be the tangible evidence of those divine arms holding you. These are the modern-day footprints of being carried. Second, let this story be a source of hope when you're looking ahead at a difficult path. We all have mountains to climb and valleys to cross. Knowing that you will never truly be left to walk alone can give you the courage to take that next step. When you feel your strength waning, remember the promise. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to feel like you can't go on, because it's in that moment of surrender that you allow yourself to be carried. True strength isn't about never falling. It's about trusting that you will be caught. And third, This story calls us to be the hands and feet of God for others. When you see someone struggling, someone who feels like they are walking through their darkest valley alone, maybe you can be the one to help carry them. A listening ear, a helping hand, a word of encouragement. These simple acts of love can be the very answer to someone else's prayer. By supporting others, we participate in this divine act of carrying, and we become a visible sign of God's presence in the world. We can be the proof that no one has to walk alone. Think about a time in your life when you felt completely overwhelmed, a time you thought you wouldn't make it through. Now, looking back, how did you get through it? Perhaps you found a reserve of strength you never knew you had. Perhaps a series of small, fortunate events unfolded that helped you along. Or maybe, just maybe, you were being carried, and the single set of footprints you left behind was not your own. This journey of faith isn't about having all the answers or never feeling doubt. It's about trusting that even when we can't see or feel it, a loving presence is there, walking with us, and when necessary, carrying us. So, the next time you find yourself on a lonely beach, staring at a path that seems too difficult to walk, remember this story. Look down at the sand. If you see two sets of footprints, be grateful for the companionship. But if you see only one, don't despair. Smile, take a deep breath, and feel the strength of the arms that are holding you. You are loved, you are supported, and you are being carried through. The journey might be hard, but you are never, ever alone. Thank you so much for joining me today to reflect on this beautiful story. If it resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share a time when you felt you were being carried. Your story could be the sign of hope someone else needs to see today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that aims to inspire and uplift. Until next time, walk in fight and trust the journey.